Basically, social media in Lebanon is not out there as much in the MMA or in the Jiu Jitsu field. But right now, with the help of people like you, for example, getting the people that are actually doing something out there, this is definitely a step that we need in order to be recognized for whatever reasons, sponsorship reasons, or to be able to take a step closer to our career, for sure. My name is Ramzi Yahia, and I'm a professional jiu-jitsu fighter.
So, in Lebanon, it's a challenge for us to find our skilled fighters because there's a huge vacuum. So there is no source that we can go to that has everything in one place. We have to literally manually sift through a digital Rolodex to find a who's who. Thanks to one of our followers, Hamad Faris, we were guided to you as the ATOS prodigy. We opened up your Instagram, and lo and behold, surely we see the closet full of awards and achievements he told us about. You are now 20 years old, and you are a civil engineering student at AUB. I want to know how, at such a young age, you collected all of these big achievements.
I started when I was 12 years old. I lived in Dubai, and I was pretty much out of shape. And at that time, I just really wanted to know how to defend myself because I was going through a bit of some issues. I was very insecure. I used to look at the mirror, feel fat. In front of people, I was not so confident. I used to be picked on from time to time. I really wanted to learn how to defend myself and stand up for myself. I wanted that extra touch, something different that everybody didn't necessarily have, and just have a better character that fits me. And so I just sat at home one day and I Googled fighting academies. And I found the closest one next to my house. It was the Champions Club. And my dad said, sure, I'll come home and I'll take you. And so we did. I think I got beat up that day because I didn't listen very well. He was telling me, keep your hands up, and keep your hands up. And I was a bit arrogant. I just wanted to know how to fight, and I just wanted to just prove a point. And that didn't work out. I got hit, I got smacked a few times. But then the coach said that if I come back, then this is meant for me. And I did. I started coming, and I never skipped a day. The system was different there. The system was that he wanted me to get more confident and to humble down, So martial arts is very humbling. I started off by running for a solid year. I would just go into the gym. I still remember he's one of my favorite coaches. I would go into the gym and he would tell me just go outside and run. I would get so mad. I would be like, why would I run? I want to learn how to fight. I want to learn how to fight. I want to learn how to fight. And then I slowly started progressing, and then he started accepting me to come into the gym and actually learn how to fight, and that was a very big step towards my life. And I started competing ever since then in kickboxing and Muay Thai, and then later on they started using me as a dummy for some of the wrestlers and some of the MMA fighters in Desert Force. And ever since then I went into MMA, and about 14 years old I was in the adults class. I don't think I was gifted with a skill, but maybe I'm just really confident and just really hardworking. I think that's what gave me the edge over everyone else. Everyone else would come, skip Thursdays because Friday is a holiday and Thursday night they go out. I never skipped any day. I would come in the morning and at night and during the day if they want me to. I would come in just in the beginning just to get beat up to learn. I had no problem. I was very confident, I was very hardworking, and I think that's what gave me the edge over others, and that's what gave me the push. It's not about the skill. A lot of people are better than me, they're stronger than me, they're faster than me. But I think it's the consistency. I just never stopped. For solid 8 years so far, I just never stopped. And I never took a day off unless I was sick or injured or whatever it is, and it would kill me from inside, But I think this is what matters most, consistency. Everybody's good, but not everybody's consistent,
When did you start competing?
I started competing when I was 14, 15, I had my first competition, and then 16, I started competing a little more. So I had a few kickboxing and Muay Thai amateur fights, and then MMA, and then I came over here and then I started fighting in Jiu Jitsu professionally. I found Atos. It wasn't easy. I searched for 2 days straight to find the gym, but then when I found it, I got hooked. MMA required a lot of Jiu Jitsu and wrestling, and I was better than everybody else in stand-up, but that would take me down. That would just smash me from on the ground game, you know what I mean? So then I couldn't do anything off my back, I couldn't do anything on my knees, and the pressure that a wrestler or a jiu-jitsu fighter has is way different than a pressure that a Muay Thai fighter or a kickboxer has. Not saying that they don't have pressure, but they don't have that type of pressure that is needed for MMA or for any sort of self-defense fight or issue. In the beginning, I just wanted to find a gym. I didn't mind any martial art, you know, like MMA, kickboxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling. Any one of these were fine. But then I started searching around, and there were certain gyms that I didn't feel like it was there to really take me to the next level, except Atos. And I was very, very, very sure of that after I went into the first session. In Lebanon, it's very difficult. Not just find a gym. It's easy to find a gym anywhere, you know, like there are gyms all around the place. It's difficult to find a coach that knows what he's doing and that can get you to the world level, okay? So this is what I'm blessed with over here with Coach Danny and all of my teammates and my partners. So I think I was blessed with this. But I don't sugarcoat it. You know, I went into the gym, I got beat up the first day. I was choked, I was submitted hundreds of times by different people, and this is the atmosphere that I want. It may not be the atmosphere that I like, but this is the atmosphere that I want. This is what I need in order to pick up my career. I started competing in Jiu-Jitsu when I was 17. 17, I went to the Grand Slam and I won the World Pro at the first belt that I had, white belt. That gave me like a boost in my confidence, like, okay, you know what, I might have a chance to go big, you know what I mean? Because at the World Championship, I was the youngest one over there. You know, like the second youngest was like 25. I was always confident and compete against older people. It was not a problem, but at that time there were like 50 people in my division. I was like the youngest kid, you know what I mean? And I had the least experience out of all of them. That's when I started competing more, and then I fell in love into this sport and into this martial art, and I started mixing it more with MMA, and I feel like it made me well-rounded as an athlete.
So you felt like Jiu-Jitsu was critical for MMA?
I think it's a very critical base for MMA, and that's what you should start with. You should either start with Jiu-Jitsu or wrestling for MMA, and that's what would really develop your game in the right direction. So let's say all of these upcoming fighters, Khabib, all of these crazy talents had a jiu-jitsu base or a wrestling base or a sambo base or some grappling base. That's what I think, in my opinion, is very important.
And then we saw that you won at the Jiu-Jitsu International Federation in Abu Dhabi.
This was about 2 weeks ago. I traveled to Abu Dhabi to compete at the Worlds. It was a very great experience. Unfortunately, this year I got third place. Last year I had the first place. So I had a gold medal last year, and this year I had to finish up with bronze. But I'm proudly saying this, the level that has pushed up since last year is very, very significant. It's something that shocked the whole world, you know. This sport is being funded right now by the biggest organizations in the world. So the level that we are at this year or in the following years, soon to be in the Olympics, it's not a joke anymore. We really need to work hard. I was happy that I was able to secure a medal for my country.